Good morning, evening, afternoon, night, wherever in the world you may be, ladies and gentlemen. How y'all doing today? And once again, that evil number popped up. Y'all call it superstition. I call it a disaster waiting to happen. Y'all know the 3 digits. The evil number is 666. Oh man. I gotta quit looking at numbers, but I mean, shoot, I'm in a profession that requires you to look at numbers more often than actually reading, but number pops up. I'm rolling along, doing 70 right here in Georgia. I'm out here on the 20 right now. Broke down. I was rolling along just fine. Come across an old feller that blew out one of his super singles back there just before the TA here in Madison. I got over, passed, everything was going good. Jump over in the left lane and rolled on past the TA. Got to the very next exit. I'm on the westbound side, by the way. And I know y'all can hear these down. It's four-wheelers, it's trucks, it's everything. People do not have enough common sense to move over. So if y'all are able to hear any of this commotion out here, that's them passing literally right by my door. Doesn't make any sense. But got past, all of a sudden I watched down. I saw smoke. I saw things flying off of the passenger side of my truck, so I hit that. It just passed the 113 here. I got over there, sure enough. My quarter fender's gone. My outer drive on my front drive, the inside of it about a good 2, maybe 3 inches of it peeled off, destroyed the fender. It even broke the damn mount. And this is not DOT compliant at this point. Holy moly, and it's getting dark. I've been on the move all day today. And on top of that, I guess I got to go up, hit the next exit, come back, make sure I got enough fuel for this crap. The original plan was for me to get on down to McDonough, Georgia, deliver my load, and then go down to the Loves down in Jackson to fuel the truck up, and then on my way back to Augusta. It didn't work out like that. I mean, literally, I am one exit past the TA. So now I'm sitting here. I was, I could have swore a tire blew out. I've been sitting here for 55 minutes already. Oh my Lord. And I'm on the side of a hill, by the way. So I'm actually on a long enough grade that the people are slowing down before they are able to get to me. But that still don't give people an excuse to, if there's nobody to the left of them, they need to be moving to the left. If you can't move over to the left, he'll get broken line and go a little bit slower. But they're just blowing right by my truck. And I wish that there was a way to actually flip this thing around while it was recording. Technology. Not my strongest subject. So, oh Lordy. So, pretty much sit here almost an hour. It was basically maybe 10 minutes ago, I got a message on here. About 10 freaking minutes ago. ETA 60 to 90 minutes. Of course, they put that on everything. Yeah, they'll replace the tire, but I have to get that quarter fender replaced. Oh, man. So it pretty much looks like I'm going to end up hitting that next exit, getting turned around, and coming right back to the TA here in Madison. Hopefully they got an easy enough spot for me to get into, because Georgia has shut down the second and third rest area between there and Atlanta. They've shut down both of them. I guess they're remodeling or something. So that's a no-go for me. I don't like staying in truck stops. I mean, every once in a while I'll end up in a truck stop or whatnot. The rest areas was easier to get in and out of. However, depending on the loads that you have, sometimes it's best to be parked at a truck stop. They usually got, thank you, driver. Good job. I can't stand. I don't understand how they missed this truck. I'm all lit up here. I've got all of my lights on. That driver did good. It's easier to get in and out of them, but it's a lot higher risk of theft in rest areas and parking areas and stuff. Now, that being said, when folks that pull dry van, all you gotta do is make sure your seals are on there and put you a lock or two on your doors, and it'll take them longer to, good job. I don't think you could have got any closer. I mean, you almost shaved my mirror, for crying out loud. Whew. Yeah, he was in the other lane. So this guy, he's in the left lane. That's pretty close. But people fail to realize and understand that we're 8 foot wide. Most of your cars out here are, 5-6 feet wide at the most. There's no sense. Dude, get off the line, get off the line, get off the line. This FedEx. Whew. FedEx couldn't do anything. He should have been slowing his ass down. That's what he should have been doing. This is highly dangerous for us to be out here along with the dang mechanics. Luckily, whenever the guy shows up to change my tire, it's going to be on that side. So he's away from the danger as far as that goes. But with that extremely heavy load, I hope I'm on a solid enough ground for this guy to jack it up and replace the tire. As close as they're going by, that wind's pushing so hard. He goes to jacking it up, and that wind catches it. Since I am on the edge of a hill, yeah. I hope it don't blow anybody over. I don't want it to end up getting in a dangerous situation here. Oh man, I haven't got enough charge on this old phone here, and I'll show you the. Why are people calling me at such a time? I'm trying to make a good video here. People keep blowing it up. chance to step out. Let's see exactly what in the heck happened here. I think I celebrated a little too early with that driver back there where he blew his super single. Let's see. Freaking moving over, you dummy. I hate ignorant people. I want to show y'all what I'm dealing with right now. It's pretty much, well, this thing here, this was what held the flap on. You can see there's nothing left of that flap. Broke the bracket. And then, right here on this tire, I don't know if you can see it good, but I mean, that entire thing right there, it's like that all the way around. So what happened, what I'm thinking happened, I don't need to mess with the tire too much, just in case it decides to blow up, it won't blow up in my face. I think the tire peeled, and it ripped that piece of crap, that plastic fender right off of it. When this stuff went down, I was in the hammer lane. I was passing. I had a freaking car right on my eyes whenever it happened too. I'm trying to make sure I don't get my run over. I'm trying to get back into the truck. Oh my Lord. I don't know if y'all can see. He waits for the last second right there to move over. And it's only he's got his running lights on, don't have his headlights on. Not otherwise move this close to dark. But I'll do it like this just to show just how dangerous this really is. That car coming right there. Car could have moved over, but did it? No. That car was literally just in the left lane and cuts over here. This is not the greatest thing to, you know. This ain't good. You know, broke down and they choose to run right alongside. So I just wanted to give y'all a little view of what I'm looking at right now, and what we always look at whenever we get broke down on the shoulders. When we get broke down, you know, it's not just the drivers, but the mechanics, the record drivers. Everybody is put in these situations anytime you're on the shoulder. You know, and for people that, you know, you cross into a new state, and you're like, yay, all happy and cheerful that you're in a new state. Y'all decide to pull right over onto the shoulder and then hop out of your vehicles, and especially out there in Texas and out in those high-speed states, it's a lot harder to control your vehicle at 75 and 80 miles an hour. If I'm looking at this right here, in this much wider vehicle than what most of y'all are used to, then what do you think it, and y'all see how dangerous it is. They're running right beside. What do y'all think it looks like whenever you pull over in your little cars and stuff onto the shoulder? No four-ways on, no lights on, nothing indicating that you broke down. And then we're forced to, and as y'all saying, all these professional drivers out here, they don't know what move over, what look as far ahead as possible and move over. They don't know what that means nowadays. Another safety truck. right up by the dang truck. Look at this. This is the view that everybody sees, and y'all should be aware of it. If y'all got to pull over in those places, just do us all one solid favor. If there's room to get off of the shoulder, get off of the shoulder. That way you're out of harm's way. Everybody can make it home to their families or wherever you're going. Said so many times, if you're not used to these trucks out here on the road, y'all just use some cars, y'all think, oh, well, this right here will never happen, this and that, because it's never happened before. Do not think that you're invincible, ladies and gentlemen. You're not invincible. I had a clean driving record all the way up until, like, what was it, March or April of 2016. I had a lady take and run right up under my trailer, and I turned around and ended up getting in a lot more trouble than they did, because it was, I think, the way that they took the police report, that lady said that I crossed into her lane and then turned around on my set. Oh, I didn't know where the trailer was. See, they're all out. A lot of people's out there to get these truck drivers. And I almost got in, a world of shit for something that wasn't my fault. But there was one lady that witnessed the entire thing and actually pulled over. I mean, my first thought was, of course we was in the intersection, and it's like, you couldn't sit there and block up, and I forgot to grab the damn camera. I forgot to grab the camera up and take pictures because I had never been in that situation before. So that was messed up from my end. And we got out of the intersection, and the very first thing, y'all may think that I was selfish, but after we got out of the roadway, I set my brakes. First thing I did was jumped out of the fucking truck and ran back there to see if she was alright. Apparently her vehicle was drivable. It didn't destroy the dang thing like she said it did. And it's one of those things that these days probably gonna end up, I'm probably going to end up being one of these people that get struck by idiots because people don't know. I've got my triangles out. I'm all lit up. There's no excuse. Just move over or slow the hell down. But if it wasn't for the lady that watched her drive into me, I wouldn't be here today. That would have been it for my driving career. Never think that you're invincible. Make as much room as you need. That way nobody's stuck in those life or death situations. You're not stuck in having to make a life or death choice. You're having to, I would rather ditch the truck than to run over a car. However, people cause accidents like that. Then they drive off, and the trucker's there to explain what the hell happened. but the other person's long gone that either brake checked them or cut over in front of them. You know, they've done something to cause them to hit that, hit the shoulder or hit the median. So that's pretty bad right there. First question right there is, why did you leave your lane and all that? You got to maintain your lane. But the whole point of this is that y'all need to start thinking, whenever y'all pull over on shoulders, y'all need to start letting us know what your intentions are as far as even coming off of ramps and making turns. Because just had 3 trucks just blow right by my door. Make as much room as you can do, as you need to safely do what you got to do. It's not worth your life, ladies and gentlemen. It's not worth your life at all. It's just like all the truck drivers out here. You understand? No load is worth your life. So we need to start using a little bit more common sense. Make as much room as we need. We can get the heck going out of here. And I'm gonna get off of this thing right here. Hopefully this helps you understand just how dangerous this is being on a shoulder. And I'm gonna see if I can get a hold of the people to change tires and whatnot. And I'm gonna give an update on everything. If I'm not too tired and I can actually think about it. So, for all my friends and family back home, all over the country, even around the world, if it's hot where you are, stay cool. If it's cool where you are, stay warm. Y'all get out there, y'all stay safe. Don't do anything stupid. I'll catch y'all later. Holla.